A stock has dropped. Should we be a buyer or should we leave it alone and be concerned about the slide continuing? Well, this is what we are identifying and trying to capitalize on with the win the fear strategy, being a buyer when others are fearful. We're going to take a look at the scanner settings that I use in PowerX Optimizer to identify the best trades. We'll also talk about a new trade I took today and an OBE trade, what that means, that I also took today that's working out real nice. So let's go ahead and jump to the charts. In PowerX Optimizer, we have the WTF Analyzer or the Win the Fear Strategy Analyzer, where we could identify new WTF signals and entry opportunities. Here we have a chart based on the signals that have occurred in the past and also new ones. And we have the scanner here on the far right-hand side. Now you could access the default settings that both Marcus and I are currently analyzing, and these settings include stocks in the S&P 100, the NASDAQ 100, stocks priced between $5 and $250, signals that occur when there is an entry above the 200-day moving average, and then we're currently not using any other filters, although you can filter by profit factor, winning percentage, volume, and the number of signals or trades that have occurred in the past. Here we see there are different tabs here. We have new entry signals. Today we had WFC, Wells Fargo, and ORCL, Oracle, as new entries. We have 5 open signals right now: ARM, TTWO, Shopify, Boeing, and Dash. And we also see there are 4 open below entry signals. Now, once we have a valid signal and the markets are open, we now have an entry price. And we take that entry price and see where the stock's trading. And if there is a stock that is now trading below the original entry signal, then it comes up on this OBE list. So if you didn't get into a trade originally, you might use this OBE list to find new opportunities where the stock's actually giving you a nice entry point. We also have this exit tab. So today there were no exit signals based on this strategy. Now, looking at the new signal, I evaluated these two and I liked Wells Fargo. We see that there's the original performance. This is including all entry signals and exit signals according to the strategy. Then we have filtered trades. The filtered trades performance is going to exclude any trades that occurred below the 200-day moving average or had prices below $5 or above $250. So this is why there's a difference depending on the stock that you're analyzing, and that's the difference between original performance and filtered trades. Out of these two, I liked WFC and I took Wells Fargo. So today I got in around 84.45 and right now it's up 50 cents. That works for me. Nice quick one-day trade on this oversold condition that PowerX Optimizer identified as a nice high probability trade for us. I also went to the OBE list. I like to work with the OBE list, and this is where I identified Shopify as an opportunity that looked good to me. Now, Shopify, I got in at 142. I think it was 142.22. The open for the day was 142.33. Now it's a couple of bucks higher, so this was a great OBE for me. Now, we see the percentage, how much is down from the original entry. This is why I love the idea of picking up shares of Shopify, because it has drifted a little bit lower, still hasn't been stopped out based on the rules here. And we see that the current stop loss is 122.12. Now, there are 2 exit signals, a stop loss or a technical exit. So now that I'm in Wells Fargo and Shopify, I'm going to check for an exit signal according to an exit, a technical exit, and PowerX Optimizer will provide that for us. I want to point out ARM here. ARM is having a difficult time based on the original entry signal, and this is one that I did not trade. And there are really 2 reasons. One, we see that based on the past signals, this just wasn't a good stock for this particular strategy. It was not profitable based on the exit signals. That was a red flag. And then also we see that it has been trading for less than 5 years. We really like the idea of analyzing at least 5 years of data, and that's what the software does for us. So for those 2 reasons, this is a trade that I did not take, and I'm glad I didn't. It's now pulled back more from the original entry. So right now, Shopify looks great. Wells Fargo looks like it's working out nicely. Boeing was another one that I was considering. I have an order at a 5% OBE, haven't been filled there, but this is what I'm trading currently with the WTF strategy, how to use the scanner and how to find these high probability trades. I hope you like this video and the content that we are providing for our PowerX customers. And those of you that might be interested in the software, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you took any WTF trades, feel free to post it in the comments. Until next time, happy trading, everybody.